I went into the dealership because I had my mind set on buying the Ninja 1000 SX. I was extremely excited to see it in stock and went to the dealership to buy it. And then the only reason I didn't pay the full outright cash was because the bike was sold. It was sold before I even got there. So anyway, I still went in to sit on the bike and experience it and see it in real life for the first time. So it was sold, so I couldn't buy it. But then what happened was, by chance, there was a Suzuki GSX-S1000GT, just a couple of in the store. So I put a leg over that as well, and to my surprise, the first thing I noticed was compared to the Ninja. Firstly, the Ninja fits me extremely well. I'm 6'2", just extremely well, very comfortable in the carbon, nice protection from wind. But then I realized when I sat on the Suzuki, it felt as if it had more wind protection, and primarily because the windscreen is bigger. Yes, it doesn't tilt, but it is more bigger, and I felt the ergonomics on the Suzuki was just as comparable as the Ninja. There wasn't that much difference. They both felt comfortable, but the immediate thing I noticed was on the Suzuki was the bigger screen, the bigger TFT screen, and it's also more advanced than the Suzuki, the Ninja. So that immediately I noticed that, and then I felt the handlebars were just slightly wider than the Ninjas, and then I also noticed, then I took a step back and I go, that piqued my interest. And then what happened was, then I took a step back and then I started comparing both right next to each other and observing the physical beauty of both bikes. And then to my surprise, I realized that the Suzuki looks better than the Ninja, because it looks like an R1. If you look at the Suzuki, it looks like an R1, and having them both, I was lucky to have them both side by side. And then I realized, golly, the Suzuki looks slightly better. I came to the conclusion that, man, I should keep my mind open, because I'm a Kawasaki guy. I have owned a ZX-10R 1000, so I always wanted to get a 1000 liter bike again in my garage. So I've always been a Kawasaki Ninja fan for many years. Totally, I guess you could say I had a bias towards Kawasaki. But seeing the Suzuki sitting on it and just having a slight open mind made me realize that, my God, the Suzuki is a bike definitely worth considering. Then I looked at the price and I realized that the GT a plus was just about $1,000 more, but I'm getting the bags. Then I did some more analysis cost-wise. Then I realized that Kawasaki freight costs were significantly higher and the surcharge was significantly higher than Suzuki's. Suzuki's did not increase their surcharge. Their surcharge was just $150 compared to Kawasaki's surcharge for $400 here in the US. So I thought that was a stinker. So slowly, the Suzuki started winning my hearts, and then I took a step back. Overnight, I did a bunch of research. I looked up the bike, and then I realized, my God, the Suzuki looks better. It's got better brakes than the Ninja. It's got the Brembo brakes, and it's got a better screen, a TFT screen, and it just looks more cutting edge than the Ninja. So I then basically decided that if I'm going to spend my money, I should give Suzuki a go. And I've got a V-Strom 650. I've had many experiences with the Suzuki, and that was one of my favorite bikes. I owned a V-Strom 650 for many years, did about 56,000 miles on it. Very, very happy with it. So it's not that I'm not unfamiliar with Suzuki, but I always thought Suzuki was one of the lower brands from Japan. But having now that I'm extremely experienced with Yamahas and Hondas and also some experience with Suzuki, I would rank Suzuki as probably the top manufacturer and from Japan in terms of bike and value for money and quality of bike. So So originally I was gonna get the Ninja, but now I'm settled. I have made up my mind that I think the Suzuki GSX-S1000GT is a better bike, better value for money. They're not trying to gouge you price wise, like all these other dealers are trying to gouge you. And I think the Suzuki Gixxer is probably the best bike Suzuki's ever made. And if you're in the market to get a sports tourer, I would encourage you to look at both bikes and then go with your heart. For me, yes, the economics made more sense, the components were made more sense for the Suzuki, but ultimately it came down to the look and feel of the bike. Both are comparable price-wise, but it really came down for me, what bike do I think looks better, what bike do I which emotionally connects to me in terms of looks. And the Suzuki is connecting to me more emotionally from a visual perspective and from a look perspective, because it looks way better than the Ninja. The Ninja front looks old. It's kind of, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. But the Suzuki front end, it looks like an R1. See my other video. I've got a video with the Suzuki compared right next to the R1, and they look so similar. So it's an emotional decision. So I've made up my mind that yes, I did want to get a Ninja, but just having an open mind, I'm gonna get the Suzuki GSX-S1000GT Plus. I'll probably get the GT Plus with the bags. Let me know if I'm making a wrong decision, and let me know what you would buy. Cheers. And also like and subscribe.